Today we cut our walk short, we explore Torremolinos.
We have a minor mishap and we see a golf course with a cheeky view. Morning everyone.
Morning.
Morning James. Today then we're walking from Malaga to Benalmadena, day 3. And obviously we're going to take you along with us and we'll show you some of the highlights.
Absolutely.
We've got a very loose plan for this walk, and part of the conversations we've had were that today we would walk from Malaga to Figueroa. However, I don't think we should walk as far as that today. I think we should give ourselves a bit of a break, and instead of walking to Figueroa, I think we should walk to Benalmadena. What do you think?
I agree. Just reflecting on Malaga city as we leave it, I think from a holiday destination it has it all. You get a brilliant city, great architecture, great vibe, bars, restaurants in abundance, beautiful gardens, just an amazing place. And each side of it, whether it be the east or the west of Malaga, there's brilliant resorts as well, with beautiful beaches, chiringuitos, bars, restaurants, again brilliant things to do and see. I don't think many places have it so much in abundance. I think about Barcelona, Madrid, fantastic places, but I don't think they're probably as good as this. And from a weather point of view, we've definitely got better weather when it comes to south of Spain.
I would add one more thing. I would mention the culture. The great thing about coming to a city is always getting to see those different things, the museums, the cathedrals, all of that, and Malaga's got all of that. The Picasso Museum, a castle and a cathedral, and Antonio Banderas is from here, and to be honest, if I'm honest, that's my type of culture. Don't know if that even counts, but anyway. We're really reflecting on just how clean everything is here. And it does make you a wee bit ashamed of Britain and Scotland. We've got so much litter everywhere, and you've got to question, how is it possible that they can keep it so clean but yet we can't? What's going on?
I would agree, it's pristine here, absolutely pristine, and there seems to be plenty of pride in what everyone's doing. But what a difference is the amount of pride there is in not maybe chucking litter about. So if you think about the refuse workers here, there's lots of them, and about emptying bins, sweeping the streets on a regular basis. We are lucky if we get it once a week, once a month in some cases. And you've got to ask yourself a question: what are we spending all the money on in the UK? Because we're certainly taking plenty of taxes in. Or is it we have far too many people not working? Over 3 million people collecting benefits, and surely there must be somewhere in there that most people could do some sort of work to keep the country looking better, feeling better, and everybody having a responsibility and accountability for their society.
I didn't expect to get that wet. But that was good, I needed that cool down. We've come down this way thinking this is the path. It looks like we've lost the path again because we've hit another dead end. We need to head back, which, given the number of steps we were walking, feels like an outrage that we have to walk backwards anyway. But that's what we're going to have to do. Come on, James.
So looking at the cyclists coming out there, I'm thinking we'll find a way back onto the trail, which will be excellent, because coming up against the wall there is never a good thing.
So we've definitely found a trail. Don't know if it's the right one, but it is a trail.
It's definitely a bit unexpected. When I started the trail, never thought I'd be walking alongside a river on a sort of cycle path and a bit of a trail. It's excellent. It's just so different everywhere you go on this trail, which just makes it quite unique. It also makes it a joy to walk along.
Good news. Those signs look familiar. We might be on the right track. Let's go and see. Amazing. So we've got good news and bad news, James.
Okay.
Good news is we found a path. Do you want the bad news?
We're going the wrong way in the path.
We've only walked 2 kilometres so far.
I don't believe that.
No,
I
that's
think
what
there's
it
definitely
says.
something wrong with your phone.
No, it says Malaga 1.9 kilometres.
That's some bad news.
That is bad news.
Okay.
How many kilometres we walked today?
90. I tell you what, the Senda Litoral is fabulous, isn't it? And I know it does take some strange turns, but in essence it is 180 kilometres. And it does make sense if you use common sense, just follow the coastline, heading west.
And I go back to James, we're doing this to raise money. It's a challenge. It wouldn't be a challenge if it was a walk in the park, would it?
This is very true, Nicola, very true. This is stunning. The Senda Litoral at its best. What an investment, absolutely brilliant for walking or cycling. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. You can understand it, why so many bits aren't joined up quite yet, because the cost involved in this is huge. But wow, that will save us some amount of time getting to Benalmadena. This is fabulous, isn't it? Just takes you away from all the cars. Nicola, now I get it. You were telling me I was filming too many bridges, and imagine we'd run out of space to get this. This is amazing. The breeze is amazing. It's always a nice thing to stand at the top of a bridge. But we have no time for this. Let's go.
You get a great sense of perspective with a bit of distance from a place. That's us just looking back over Malaga. Large city. Great city.
I thought when we came out of Malaga we'd be hitting another resort, along promenades. Instead, it feels over in the middle of the country, lush plants each side, rivers, and a lovely sea view. It's just magnificent, so unexpected, but so brilliant.
Along this walk, I'm really noticing a lack of water. And we're in April, so this is spring. I would have expected all these riverbeds to be full of water, but yet they're not. It is a worrying sign, worrying and obvious sign of global warming.
A well-deserved small beer. Cheers.
We're definitely taking it easier today. We haven't travelled very far actually, and we've already stopped, but I suppose we want to enjoy it as well while we're doing it.
We've just come off the promenade in Guadamar, and there's no obvious place to start Senda Litoral again. So we're in the middle of a car park, so I'm thinking it's this way. But this is definitely what we're finding along the trail. Even though 180 kilometres, it's a tougher 180 kilometres because you're having to take many diversions and then taking wrong bits because there's no obvious signage. Just makes it that bit tougher.
It really does. It's something to be aware of if you think you're wanting to do it. Because yesterday walking along the beach was, it felt torturous. So I'm really reluctant to do that again today, and of course in lots of ways that's the most direct way because it is a coastal route, but it's torturous on the legs.
I would definitely say walking along the beach, if you're just going for a short walk, is generally pleasurable with your flip-flops on. But when you get walking shoes that you do require for this journey, then it's not nice because they're just far too heavy to walk over sand. Just behind me here you've got all the different motorhomes, and it feels so free here to park in Spain rather than so many restrictions, which makes it a much more low-cost place to take your camper van. And getting right beside the beach is never a bad thing. We've once again came across a nudist beach on the trail. Not sure if that's exactly where the trail should go through, but that's where we found ourselves because there's no obvious signs to say where the Senda Litoral. There's no obvious signs to say where the Senda Litoral actually goes next before we get into Torremolinos. I find it quite bizarre that we've got a golf course, beautiful golf course, right on a nudist beach. It's definitely something different. Not quite sure where Nicola's went, I've lost her. All's okay, I found Nicola.
I'm just not loving the water. It looks kind of grey and cloudy instead of clear and blue like the meds around Greece. If it looked a bit nicer, I think I would have gone in nude. But then I remember I've got a sports bra on, and all the ladies know how difficult they are to get off, so maybe not. What is interesting is we've just left the nudist beach and there were probably 40 men and only about 3 ladies. And it's like every walk of life just speaks to the confidence of a mediocre man. Take from that what you will. But I was looking. I'm going to point out something, James. We have on this trail mostly avoided beaches because they're hard to walk on, obviously. James has been quite insistent sometimes. I think it's that way. I think it's that way. Do you think? And both of those times we've ended up on nudist beaches. I think he's trying to get me onto the nudist beach.
What I do find funny is the amount of people walking about with nothing on the bottom half and just the top half covered. In my book that's probably a bit of flashing rather than actually nudist beach. A brilliant sight. In fact, you can get back on the trail again when the golf club's just finished, because it was all fenced off there, you couldn't get on, which made it impossible to get round. I did trip over a few things. The stones are quite large there.
I just thought they were medium. So 2 bits of good news. First bit, we have found the trail again and we're here in Torremolinos. The other bit of good news is we're raising money for Sands. We'd set a target of £500 and we just checked and we've reached that target, and we're only here in day 3, so we're really pleased about that. The reason we decided to do this walk in aid of Sands is because Sands is a charity that's close to our hearts. Sands is a stillbirth and neonatal death society, and they do lots of things to support families who've experienced stillbirth or the death of their, really new baby. And we're doing this in memory of our daughter Sophia, who was stillborn, and also all of the angel babies of our friends. It's so awful, but actually 1 in 300 babies in Scotland are stillborn. But what Sands do is they try and research that to find out why, so that they can prevent it. So they help in different ways. They provide direct support to families affected, and they also provide indirect support. And that comes in the forms of things like campaigns to change the law. And one law that I can talk about and that I know affected us. James's granny, way back in the 1950s, she had a stillborn baby, and her baby was taken away from her at birth, and she never knew what happened to it. It was just taken away, and then he was placed in a coffin with another woman, she doesn't even know where. And I can only imagine how heartbreaking that must be. Whereas people now who still have that heartbreak of losing their baby, they have the right to provide a funeral for their child. And what a difference it is knowing where our daughter is. And it's SANS that have contributed to that change in the law, and what a difference that makes. The bag? I don't know.
Can you check my bag first? Thank goodness for that. We nearly lost the boom, which makes such a difference to the sound of the GoPro. Thank goodness for that.
So today, that's a bit of a bummer. Today was meant to be an easy day, and then we've just had to walk back a kilometre or something to find that.
Boom.
Anyway, we found it and it's important, so it was worth going back for.
I think that tells you something.
It does, because we did say that was nice. We'd already passed this place and thought it looked nice. Since we had that drama, and this was the third time we passed this place, we decided it was worth a stop. So we're having a relaxing beer before we get on. Still got a while to go. It's taken us so long today.
Definitely not as hard a day today as it was yesterday. We're taking a better pace and enjoying our trip today. It's certainly been another fantastic day. Day 3 has been another fantastic day. That's class.
Look! That's fabulous.
We've come into Torremolinos from the east side of the town. It doesn't feel that familiar considering I've been here so many times. The buildings aren't as big as I remember, and it's a lot cooler. Some of the bars, restaurants on the beach feel a lot cooler from the last time I was here. So either Torremolinos is much cooler now, or the east side of the town is much better than I remember. Let's see as we go further into the town.
Oh, struggling a bit with a bit of neck pain, bit of leg pain, bit of muscular. Been into the pharmacist, and thank goodness their English is so much better than our Spanish. They always astound me with their knowledge and helpfulness. This looks so nice, all the shops.
And up there as well, so up the top there as well, I think.
Beautiful tiled pavements. It's great to come places and sort of challenge your views of them. I feel so far this has felt like it's a real mix of places.
I feel it continues the learning of Torremolinos from what I believed it looked like with the high rise. These beautiful cobbled lanes, really fabulous. And something I would say about it is it's low cost for food and drink compared to other places on the Costa del Sol, but it's got a nice vibe to it.
Oh look! Yeah. Only cash, so that's fine.
It's only €1 for the two of us, but I hope they get changed because I've only got 20. I might get a face when I get up here, but anyway, what can I do now?
I think it's fair to expect a face.
Keep that GoPro on, Nicola, till we get the face.
Hola.
Hola. Dos.
Sorry, I've only got...
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Oh, thank
gracias.
you. Thank you. Gracias.
Entrábamos ahora, Entrábamos ahora,
Well, James.
Well, I tell you what, no face, met the nicest man at the top. They must be used to it, but that was fabulous. What a nice man. What a nice view from up here. This is different, up to the city centre. You thinking what I'm thinking, Nicola? It's 7:45. I've not booked the hotel yet in Benalmadena. We're on the outskirts of Torremolinos, heading to Benalmadena. Should we just stay here?
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Me too. Sometimes you build up your misconception of somewhere from what you remember 20 years ago. And actually, I remember bringing Mark and Hannah when Hannah was 4 and Mark was 1. And it was still a great time. But I do remember it being slightly, very holiday-ish, quite rowdy. But you know what? It feels really nice, doesn't it? It feels very Spanish, lovely wee lanes. It just feels a nice place. That actually, I think we'll have a good night before heading on our journey to Malaga tomorrow. I think this feels a lot more familiar to Torremolinos. All these sort of wee streets here as the sun starts to go down and the party starts happening in this vibrant traditional tourist resort. Don't know. Nicola, definitely see me in them, €24.
Could have been coins, maybe buy them for 24.
More like it. All tops for £5, I think that's more my game. I am talking rubbish. I do not remember any of these parts at all. This just feels so much more traditional Spain. And I never think of Torremolinos like this.
I don't remember any of this. The last time I was here was in the 90s and I don't remember any of this. And I wonder, is that about my perception as a 20-year-old compared to my perception as a 50-year-old, and you're looking at and for different things? Or I think what is more likely is we came to Torremolinos and we were too interested in seeing everywhere else round about it. I remember we travelled to Malaga, we went to Gibraltar, we went to, well, Benalmadena. Ronda, that's right. So I wonder if perhaps when we were here, we were too busy looking everywhere around it and we didn't actually see much of this place.
That was okay. I think we can all do that. We can go to places and sort of get the tours from your place you're staying, but actually you should take the time where you're staying and immerse yourself in it. And then if you've had enough, then that's time to move. We stayed in the west side of Torremolinos last time, just near Benalmadena, which we probably spent more time in rather than Torremolinos.
Possibly.
Which in essence was a nice thing to do, and it is a beautiful place, but this is I feel this is more Spanish and more traditional than a sort of made up resort. I might be wrong when I go to Benalmadena tomorrow. I might be like, what, this is the same traditional, but I've been there more recent times.
I just heard something.
But
We were planning on going to Benalmadena today.
we were.
Is that not happening?
I think we can, but just another 45 minutes and we're there.
Ah,
We've not
okay.
booked a hotel yet.
True.
So I think we need to sit down, get on hotels.com and book a hotel for tonight and see where it takes us. Because we might not be able to get a hotel where we want.
True.
Enough of this, and let's get ourselves booking a hotel, otherwise we'll sleep in the streets tonight.
Well, it's warm. We'll be fine.
We'll just go on the beach,
Yeah.
like old times.
Lovely.
I'll go and check in.
Have you got those passports?
I'll get it out.
Oh, this is lovely.
It's actually a crack, isn't it? I can't believe just picking something so nice last minute. Well done to you, Nikki.
We really haven't travelled far at all today, I believe. I believe that's Malaga. But you know, today was to be an easy day, and we made sure it was.
4,
It's 10.
3.
Yes.
Hopla!
Great.
Ja.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No, but everyone out. Everyone out. Everyone out. No, no, no. We need to go out. We're
need to
here.
go.
Moet net.
No, everyone out.
We moeten het.
Yeah.
Oké, wacht.
Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, lovely bathroom. It's very nice.
Oh, that's beautiful. Happy with this for tonight. Staying in the outskirts of Torremolinos made perfect sense. This is beautiful. So it almost feels like it's on a cliff, doesn't it? I think it is. It's from the actual town centre. Reception's on the town centre. You just walk its way down the cliff. It's got a beautiful pool, and you've got beach access as well. Wow, this is stunning.
I love it. It feels old-fashioned but modern too. It's boutique. That was great in there. It was only €3 for a pint of Guinness, so that was great.
I was going to get a wee dance in there, but you know, it wasn't quite happening yet. I think it's a bit early. But what I would say is, a pint of San Miguel, £1.40. That's legendary.
No, that was
No
great.
wonder Nikki's
So I was
laughing. Nikki's laughing, I mean, but £1.40. Stunning.
We didn't quite make it to Benalmadena tonight. Instead, we stopped here in Torremolinos. That was based on hotel availability. As you know, we're booking as we go, so we just have to see what's available. Luckily, the hotel behind us is available, and what a hotel it is. It's beautiful, very boutique, and we're loving it. So we're going to say goodnight, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the morning to continue our walk along the brilliant Malaga Coastal Trail. So, when you think about Torremolinos, you definitely think about mini golf park. I used to play in mini golf park. I used to really love it until Nicola struck the ball, and now I've only got one.